Excited to be hanging out with one of the newest members of the Las Vegas Raiders, Phillip Dorsett. Phillip, congratulations. A big day for you and the rest of the guys coming through here. How you feeling, man?
Appreciate it. I'm blessed, man. I feel amazing. It's a great opportunity for me, and I'm ready to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and we're excited to have you here. Let's just start here. Early days of free agency now, right? And we talk about how free agents ultimately kind of have the decision of where they end up, where they want to go. What about this spot here in Las Vegas, this opportunity made sense for you right now in your career?
It's Vegas.
Yeah.
It's Vegas. I mean, you get that call, you kind of can't turn it down. I mean, you just got to think about it. But obviously, the familiarity with everything, me knowing Josh, me knowing Dave, but and just being here, having a chance to go out there and win games, playing alongside Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Jakobi. I mean, just being able to learn from them each day, I feel like it's going to make me a better player, and I just want to come out. I just want to win games.
You know, you talk about that familiarity with Dave and with some of the guys, but ultimately Josh, right? Josh is the guy calling plays, and for a receiver, right, that's an important relationship to have, right? When you look at Josh and kind of what has made him so good and so effective as a play caller over the years, kind of what comes to mind?
Just his he's multiple. I mean, the way he's able to adapt. The way he's able to see what he has on his roster and get the best out of each player, play to all their strengths, and he's just an amazing play caller. I mean, he's a football genius when it comes to it. I mean, everything, all the concepts and everything that's up in his head. I mean, it's crazy. Everybody can't come here and play in the system and learn it, and we know that it's tough. But at the end of the day, he's just that great of a play caller and that great of a coach.
You know, we've heard a lot about kind of the system and how complicated it can be. And like you said, it takes like a special kind of dude to kind of thrive in that system. Yeah. You know, how would you, in a general sense, kind of describe that system and what makes it so effective?
It's always changing. You might come in one game, you have one game plan, and the next week it'll change. So, I mean, you got to be willing to adapt. And you got to be on your Smith. You got to study. It's a lot of fine details that's into it that are really important, and that it's tough. But if you put the time in and the work in, you'll be able to flourish. You
know, we talk about your familiarity with Josh, but also very familiar with Jakobi Meyers, one of the newest guys like yourself in the wide receiver room. Played with Jakobi in 2019. And you said you've had a chance to kind of see, you saw Jakobi as a rookie, but now kind of grow and develop into the player he is now. It's got to be pretty cool for you to reunite with him here in the desert.
Yeah, it was. It was great. I mean, because obviously Jakobi was he was undrafted when he got to New England, and I'm pretty good at like iron talent. And then once I seen him, and I was like, oh, nah, he's gonna make this team, because the plays he was making in practice and the way he works, and I was just like, nah, he was going by everything the right way. And obviously he was still young, and then when I left, I still followed up with New England, still watched, because I'm a fan of football, and I just saw him just flourishing. I mean, he's making more plays, and he's started to come into his own, and I'm happy for him. He deserves everything that is coming to him.
You know, we talk about some of the guys like yourself who are coming in today, but we have a new quarterback, too, in the building. The guy's going to be throwing you footballs in the fall, Jimmy Garoppolo. Just when you look at Jimmy's body of work, right, when you look at every place that he's been and he's won and he's been effective, how excited are you to get a chance to work with him now on a day-to-day?
Oh, definitely excited. I mean, it was I worked with him a little bit when I was in New England right before he got traded to San Fran, and we all knew what kind of quarterback he was. We all knew what he was capable of, and he went and showed it when he went to San Francisco. I mean, he's a winner. I mean, you can say whatever you want about him, but he goes out there and he wins games, and he plays well. So, I mean, I'm excited. It's a blessing to be here, be able to play with him and play in this organization. So I'm definitely excited.
You know, just from like a locker room perspective, from a player's perspective, like how much weight does that carry? That this is a dude who literally just wins, right? Like, and it doesn't have to be the prettiest way to do it, but he's a guy that he goes out there on Sunday, and 9 times out of 10, when the game ends, his team's in front.
Yeah, I mean that's you have confidence in a guy like that, somebody that goes out there and it's just no matter how it looks. I mean, he's wired the right way. He's going to go out there. He's going to make the plays to win the game. He's a dog. He loves football. So, I mean, how could you not want to play with somebody like that?
You know, I was going through your Twitter earlier today, and I saw you tweeting about Tyreek running in the track and field. What was it, last weekend?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to start any beef here, right? I don't want to say who's faster, you or Tyreek, but I mean, are you kind of in that stratosphere of terms of like straight end speed?
Yeah.
That was a quick yeah. That was a quick yeah.
For sure. And I mean, I had it up my sleeve. I was gonna run in the track meet this off season too, outdoor track meet, but I don't know. I got to get clearance first.
What was that? What's your event of choice, you think?
I'm a sprinter. I mean, when I was growing up, I was a 400-meter runner and a long jumper. But once I got to high school, I had to beg my dad to sprint because he wouldn't let me. But
why didn't Pops want you to sprint?
I don't know. He was just. I feel like running the 400 because of the training is so hard. It like builds character, you know. And then once I got to my senior year, and it was like, yo, I'm playing football, I want to sprint, and I had to beg him to do it, and I ran a 200, and I told him, I said, if I run a good time in the 200, you gotta let me sprint, and I went out there and I ran a 21.5 or something like that, and it was my first time running 200, and he let me sprint. I got my wish.
Well, you know, I think Raider Nation got their wish in too. You know, they've been begging for a guy like you, that straight end speed, a guy who can keep a defense honest. So I know they're very excited to have you here. But, you know, we talk about now joining the Raiders here in Las Vegas. And, you know, you got the shield on the hat. And, you know, you look at the uniform, one of the most iconic uniforms in all of sports. And, you know, what's it going to be like for you to put that jersey on for the first time, to ultimately, when all is said and done, put a few pieces of silver and black in the man cave? It's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a surreal experience. I don't know, for some reason, it's just something like the Raiders. It's just seeing the silver, seeing the black. I mean, it's a historic franchise. John Madden, you know what I'm saying? It's just something about it. It's just like a lot of people, how a lot of people feel about the Star in Dallas. To me, that's me with the Raiders. I mean, it's a blessing.
Before we let you go, you had a chance to go to see Allegiant Stadium yet?
I played in the last year,
right.
but I want to be able to tour it as a player.
As a member.
Raider.
Yes, as a Raider. Well, hey, Phil, man, it was so nice to get to meet you a little bit. Like I said, congratulations. A huge day for you, a huge day for this entire organization. So we have all you guys coming through today. We're excited to meet each and every one of you. Like I said, congratulations, best of luck, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, bro?
Appreciate it. Thank you.